Well, hello friends, Josevich here, and welcome back to some Hearthstone as we start off season, what is it now, 35? That's February 2017, and we are into our no shaman month as we try and climb the ladder into at least plus 10, into rank plus 10, into the single digits, let's say, to be a little bit more specific or a little bit more clear. And we're going to be playing zero shaman decks this month because when I was looking at some of my thumbnails for last month, I realized I'm a little shaman heavy, and I think the only shaman I would still want to be playing a little bit is the control variant and probably the Barnes variant, the Barnes control variant, because it's probably the most fun, I think. We heal no one right now. And so we're here with the Reno Priest, which I think is teched reasonably well against aggro. I've had some decent... Oh, and now we have the option of dirty ratting, and I think we will. Oh, or we could get a heal off. That's the only thing. So now we're kind of valuing, do we value destroying one of his minions, or do we value getting the draw off? And the issue is we don't really have a turn 4 play anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this can disrupt a little bit. Not really that great of a get, but it's a card. So we'll see if that ends up hurting us in the end or not. We do have a lot of early game cards that I think will be very useful. Oh, that's the only issue with Solemn Vigil. Oh, and we actually helped him out a little bit, which is sad. But we'll see how this works now. If this is going to be some sort of... If this is some sort of Anyfin deck, well, then I definitely think we're going to be in trouble. But we'll see what we can do. If we can get some timely steals, maybe if we can get our Entomb. Oh, I don't think we have Entomb in this deck right now. Oh, that's actually really, really bad. Because if we had Entomb, we can Entomb a War Leader, we'd actually have a chance. Otherwise, we're going to have to play a little bit faster. Well, there goes that idea. So this is definitely looking like it's an unfavored matchup right now. I think most Priest decks against Anyfin Paladin are unfavored. All our Paladin friend has to do is run a couple of his Murlocs into my units and set up 2-turn Anyfin, which means it's going to be a long, drawn-out loss for us, which obviously is not fun, but we have a couple ways to kind of combat this, and one of them being... Oh, that's interesting. Decided to sack that right away before there was any possibility for any silliness. And I will go ahead and Draconoid here, just to see if I can discover something awesome. Well, we could actually take an Anyfin here. I was thinking Forbidden Healing, but you know what? Let's take a surprise Anyfin, because now our opponent's not the only one who's gonna be looking for that one big turn kill. And I like this as well a little bit more because the board doesn't just trade freely with my Draconoid operative, so that's always good. I think I'm gonna save Pint Size and Cabal Shadow Priest for something else. Maybe there's a Sylvanas in this deck, so we can go ahead and steal that. And maybe we'll save it for a Bookworm turn when we can destroy a Tyrion. It's almost reasonable to just Doomsayer here. Not that it really... I know it obviously gets destroyed and it doesn't end up proccing, but I think it just slows our opponent down. Yeah, I don't know that I want a Cabal Shadow Priest right now. It's too weak on the board. And this basically just forces less than ideal trade, let's call it. When there's 6 damage on minions and one of the weapon charges, well, it just basically eats a weapon charge. Nothing else, but that's okay. This is a frustrating one because unless I start getting I'm gonna basically need a Great Bran into Kazakus, I think. Or I'm gonna need to time out. Now that I have the Anyfin, I guess there is the option. I just feel like my opponent's gonna have control of the game for so much of the game that I'm not really gonna have the ability to dictate how my Anyfin works out. We can do things. Maybe we have to do things now. It's unfortunate. We do have a Shadow or Death in the event that we get hit with a good guy Ragnaros. Yeah, Tyrion is 6/6, right? So maybe, I mean, I can't Cabal Shadow Priest anyway, so maybe it's better if I just attack and then steal one of the 3/3s. I'll take the Murloc, not that it matters at all. Because the Murloc, a dead Murloc is still a dead Murloc. If they change the wording of this, summon 7 Murlocs that... no, there's... I was going to say maybe if they change it so that it's... that died for you this game, but that doesn't really change it that much. Except in the weird Priest matchup, which is fine if this is Paladin favored, actually. Because why not? Because usually this matchup, the Priest-Paladin matchup, has historically been... Priest favored because of all the way we can steal the way that Priest can steal all of the minions, at least the cheaper minions. Consecrate, okay, that's fine. That's fine as well. I don't want a Holy Nova here, but I mean I totally can. Ooh, do I want a Kazakus? And Holy Nova, or Holy Nova and Kazakus. I think I want to hold off on Kazakus for 1 turn or 2. If I can get a brand, I think it's worth it. Now, it's obviously, how many cards do we have left? 18. 1 in 18. Ooh, that's not great odds. Let's just do the math there and be honest about it. It's not great odds. Maybe I do it then to help stabilize a little. Like, maybe I still play my Kazakus. I'll take the 10 mana. I could still get... Well, the Chargers actually, no, I'll never stop the Chargers, right? The 2 Chargers are going to be hit into minions on turn so that they die immediately. Dragonfire Potion doesn't get much better, but... I can't imagine that Holy Nova is going to get much better either. We will take a 10 mana. Add 3 demons or an 8/8? I'll take 3 random cards. Sheep. And the sheep is really what I think I wanted. In the event that my opponent is greedy with his chargers, we can turn him into sheep. In the event that our opponent does a big Tyrion turn, that's fine. That's a really standard expected card. I was going to say another 6 mana card that I might have seen off of the coin might have been Sylvanas, although it would have been weird in this situation. We can go ahead and draw. We might be Dragonfire Potioning here. Oh, I just realized that's an awful idea to do that on Kazakus then, right? Is there any point to not Dragonfire?
Serve or die.
Oh well. I think we can afford that. We have a 1/6 on board. It basically does nothing except counter our opponent's hero power for the rest of the game. I don't expect our opponent ever to really deal with our 1/6. I also need to find a way to work an Entomb back into this deck. I don't know that I want to cancel out a Priest of the Feast, although that is an option. So at this point, ooh, maybe setting up for a big turn. Oh, okay, well, hey. So now we do have the option of double Netherspite Historian Discover. We do lose our brand then. But we are going to potentially get some big dragons. Like if we end up with... I don't even want to say any. Just the big ones. If we get 2 Ysera's, we'll win, right? Ysera's a pretty good card. I'll do it. Because I feel like if we wait too much longer, there's a chance that we just get pressured out of this game. Oh, Deathwing is a big card. I was honestly about to play that. Okay, well, this has become a new type of game slightly. One Elder Peacekeeper is out of the way. The issue is there's no Equality's been played yet that I can remember. Oh my goodness. Play the other one. Play the other one. Please play the other one. If we play... Oh... How big is Anyfin right now? This only goes 2-4. I think we're okay right now. I think we're totally okay just healing like that. Unless our opponent They played one Wild Pyro. Did they play both or not? If they played both Wild Pyros, I can just let these Murlocs build up on the board slowly. Oh, please, if they play that other Charger, I think we have a really, really good chance of winning. Play it. Play it.
Reporting for duty.
How much more can we wait? We can wait one more turn. So the idea here is even if we... Kazakus Potion... that's healing and another random spell, but really, whatever. Come on. This Kazakus Potion, though, really, really slows down the Anyfins, right? I mean, we don't have AoE to deal with a full board. Am I allowed to wait longer? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that's too low. Whoa, don't do that. Transform all minions to 1/1 sheep. The only issue is now I am milling myself because I'm adding these random... Obviously then playing the 8/8 would have been better. My goodness. My goodness, we have a big hand. Which can be a good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. If he attacks in with this, I mean, I'm not really that upset. A 5 mana, 5/6. Vanilla stats, whatever. That's also whatever. I want Raza for sure. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do Raza first, just in the event that there's some sort of repentance shenanigans, because I want the taunt to be maximum health if possible. This also really weakens my Anyfin, but I think because the Anyfin is my opponent's win condition, I think we're slightly more okay. And we do have this Deathwing for the event that our hands are kind of emptied, which is cool. And this taunt really worked out here. Well, that's not really great for our opponent now, is it? Wow. No attack. Interesting.
I will bind you.
I wonder, do we just taunt up and then play a big 5/6? I'm okay with that. We're gonna heal. Wait, we don't have another dragon though. This is the dragon. If you're holding a dragon +2, there's no... Oh, oops, Deathwing is a dragon. Or is this too much equality consecrate issue right now? Yeah, I'll wait. I'm not gonna commit too much to the board. If I play the Twilight Whelp, that's just a really big... There's the equality. Needed to dodge it, right? Is that 1 or 2 Wild Pyros though? That much I honestly don't remember right now, but we'll find out in a turn or two. And this is very not terrible, I think. I think we can start being, I don't want to say aggressive here, but we can just death this. The issue is then we're going to have nothing to deal with Tyrion. But that's okay. We'll deal with Tyrion another way. Do we just go 3 to face, play the Whelp, or are we going to Reno and Whelp? We could go 6 and 2. Or 6 and 1, I mean. I don't know if I want to save Bookworm for anything else at this point. I'll do it this way. Maybe this is silly, but I feel like this is better tempo, because in the event that our opponent throws down a Tyrion, I'm able to Blackwing Corruptor the shield off, and then run them both into it.
Put your faith in the light.
And then all I have to deal with is that weapon, which whatever. And that's because I played my Shadow Word Death on the Light Lord, which because that Light Lord would have just absolutely wrecked me otherwise. I'm trying to think if there's other maths I could do here, but there's nothing else. I mean, I don't want to Doomguard anything from my hand right now. 2 plus 3, it doesn't matter. This is 6 on board anyways, right? And this is a 6 health, right? Yeah, I'll play this as well because we are going to be looking then to slowly be, well, not too slowly, emptying our hand for the Deathwing. And we should have been keeping track of Eldar Peacekeepers and Uldaman Guardians. Ulduar Guardians? What are they called? The 4 mana 3/4s. But I think we're okay. They've only been hit with 1 equality, so I think that's really our big scary card that we have to deal with. And then obviously our opponent's other Anyfin. But we still have, in order for our win condition, we still have 2 big discovers. We have a Museum Curator. Hey! There's another one of those guys.
Reporting for duty.
Destroy an enemy minion? Well, that's not gonna work. And here we go. Here's our discover. We need a big card, ideally. And Kazakis is big. Oh, Kazakis is game over, isn't it? Too powerful. Too powerful. Wait. What do we want to do, though? Do we want to take another 10? Yeah, just take another 10. Why would I do this? I'll take the armor and potions and sheep. And attack. And do that. And I know that now this allows Finja to draw here, but I can't imagine playing this if our opponent's actually going to mill themselves faster, because I just don't see how... our opponent's winning. Yeah, that works. Because they're too far ahead on the fatigues. Because now their next Anyfin, unless they discovered an Anyfin. Oh, shoot, there's a discovered card in here. I didn't pay attention to see how much health was healed, but I think it could be.
Reporting for duty.
That's pretty good. If I Kazakis Potion, that's basically a win, right? Because there's no way then that our opponent has enough charge damage from their Anyfins. Although, if we get hit with a N'Zoth, then we just Deathwing, and I'll save the Acidic Swamp Ooze. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, save the Acidic Swamp Ooze. Genius. Yeah. That's okay. Because now there have been no charging Murlocs, so that last Anyfin is ineffective, let's say. And that's a lot of armor now and health, and our opponent is now into fatigue. And we Deathwing in the event that there's a N'Zoth in there. And worst case, we just play our own Anyfin next turn anyways, just for the heck of it. Wow, this has been a very interesting game to start off this season. Whether we end up winning or losing, I mean, obviously we still don't know. Oof, that's a lot of damages though. Oh, is this a Deathwing turn? What do we have left in the deck? Oh, I really want that though. This is 18. That's another 18. Obviously, we cannot play our Anyfin now. Are we stuck with Deathwing? What can we possibly get as a Death Rattle here? I think we're stuck Deathwinging. Whoa, that was almost a miss. Oh, if I had done that misplay, imagine. Alright, here we go. And we got lethal next turn, although we know our opponent has a heal. They have the 0 mana heal infinite. We also know there's an Eldar Peacekeeper. But we had to there. We were dead. We were dead if we didn't play it. What do we have left in our deck? We have Shadow Word Pain. I think we just race, right? We'll heal this guy. Because now we're into fatigue racing, which our opponent obviously has the one heal, if not two. But I feel like we could be okay. And now healing 8 times 2 is going to heal a nice big juicy 16. We need to get our Anyfin out there 1 turn early, huh? Wait, how much fatigue was that, though? Fatigue of 2. This is going to be 3. Maybe we just do this now. That's okay. 0 mana, heal 4. I wondered. I think the only thing we really have to worry about... The only thing we have to worry about right now is going to be... Quality kind of stinks, but it's... Quality Consecrate. Okay, well, I'm healing 4 every turn, so this is negligible. And this is now a 3-1. What else? There's a mystery card. There's a loot hoarder. I think I play everything out, right? Like, there's no point in holding on to cards. Because with what's on board, like, this loot hoarder dies now as well. And what was that? That was 4. This has gotta be a wrap. Whoa, this has been a fun game to start off the season. I hope there's not an Anyfin in hand here. There's probably going to be another heal. Oh, Acolyte of Pain is pretty good too. Silence a minion. We'll just do this. It doesn't matter, does it? And we'll just do this. 2 more draws. Good game. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. If you made it this far, wow, good for you. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm going to be staying away from the Shaman decks. As I said, we're going to be staying with the mid-rangey, with the control-y decks. They're all going to be teched slightly anti-aggro in order to deal with these aggressive paladins. Healing with these aggressive pirate warriors, with these aggressive shamans. Things like that. I think we're going to get a big kill here next turn. So I appreciate all of you hanging out with me. If you have any questions about the math or the stats project, I will be posting more about that coming up soon. And if this person's just going to AFK, I'll just cut to the end of the video in a second when I win. Alright everyone, see you next time. Keep your stick on the ice.